third portfolio on page 161 is about grades. The portfolio has in the textbook here, if we go to page 161, we'll go to, scroll down to find it. You can see that there's a template, and it'll be much better if you use the template. But I'm not going to do the portfolio for you, but we're going to make a template for our own grades. So we'll open Microsoft Excel, and then we're also going to need the syllabus to see what our grading is. So we can see our grades here are weighted. We have homework is 10%, tests are 60%, portfolios 20, attendance is 10. And let's put in all of our assignments. So we'll start with, maybe we'll start. There we are. Port 1. And since we have the 8 portfolios, we're going to put a sum of portfolios here, and then our test, and Alex, attendance, and total. The spreadsheet will allow you to keep track of where you are and determine how you're doing. So in the sum here, we're going to portfolios. We're going to add all these up. Remember, we did formulas last time, so it always starts with an equal sign. And then I'm going to use a different command. Instead of putting some plus signs in between all of them, I'm going to start typing sum. And I see the sum that I want, so I click on it, and notice that it just says the numbers here. So I'll grab all of these cells, close my parentheses, and hit enter. Now, obviously there aren't any points in there because we haven't done any portfolios. Now we'll come over here to our total. When we look back at our syllabus, if we think about these in points, so if we convert these to points, homework is 100% and portfolios are 20%, so that's 200 points. Homework would be 100 points. The test would be a total of 600 points. So we'll transform these into that. So there are 4 tests. That means each one of the tests will be 150 points. So we're going to put 150. And remember that fancy thing we can do here. We can drag it this way. Alex will be 100 points. And attendance will be 100 points. And then this is going to equal to, we're going to use that sum key again. That sum function, we're going to sum all of these. And we'll hit enter. Now I actually have this in the wrong place. I should have a 200 in here. So I'm going to pull this down just so it'll count that one. And then I'm going to type up here, we'll go ahead and put our 13s in because that's as much as we can do. And here we will put 200, and we're going to have to modify our formula here. So I'm going to multiply this because that's going to be the sum, and I'm going to multiply it times 2. Remember, the asterisk is multiplication. So that means whenever I sum this, instead of having 104 possible points, it'll be 208 possible points out of 100. So now we need to put in our total here. We'll sum this one as well. That will calculate what we have. And we're going to put in one more column, and we're going to put it as our percent. Oops. Percent. Well, a percent is equal to the total that you have over the total that you want. So in this case, it's just going to be this one divided by this one again, which of course is 1, and we'll change that down here to format cells and go to percent, and we'll have 0 decimal places. Okay, and we'll drag that down. Now this says it's invalid because we're dividing by a 0, but we want to change this P3. We want to change it to the amount that we can actually get. So there we go, and we'll hit enter. And now let's fill it in and see what you did. So maybe you did 10 here. Oops, I was in the. Remember, we put in here 150 points. So if you got an 84, you need to do that times it. So we'll put the formula in there just so we can do that. So that's going to equal 1.5 times an 84. And over here, we're going to do equals, maybe you got a 65 times 1.5 to get it into point. And then here we have 75, so we'll do equals 75 times 1.5. And Alex, everybody should get 100 points on Alex, and all you got to do is log in all the time. Oops. And there we go. So it calculates that we have approximately an 86%. The last part of that video was the most important for this particular portfolio. That is the summation and what a percent is, the part divided by a whole. I'll do another video on a better way to actually calculate your grades.